All right, let's start with WION's monthly global economic health check. First, let's take a look at how global markets performed in June. Okay, now oil rose nearly 6% with the benchmark Brent crude hitting over $86 a barrel as the Houthis' attacks on ships in the Red Sea increased. Gold closed out the month lower as bets of a Federal Reserve rate cut keep getting kicked down the road. But the yellow metal still held near its record high levels. On the other hand, the dollar reversed losses in May to gain over 1% as expectations for several Fed rate cuts this year have faded. Moving on to Asia Pacific stock markets, Japanese stocks performed strongly in June, rising over 8%. Australian stocks saw a nearly 1% gain. The real estate and economic crisis weighed heavily on Chinese stocks as the Shanghai index tanked 5%. And the Indian benchmarks closed out June at near record highs with nearly 6% gains. The Sensex index and the Nifty are eyeing new milestones ahead of the budget. The rally continued in the American stocks with the S&P 500 and Nasdaq hovering near record highs. Only the Canadian stock index closed out June in the red with losses of 1.8%. The picture was extremely turbulent for the European markets as the indices in the region fell significantly. However, South Africa's stock index rose nearly 4%. Now let's turn our attention to the overall economic outlook. Let's look at the Asia-Pacific region first. The International Monetary Fund gave a big thumbs up to India and the outlook for Japan was upgraded on policy support. However, the prospects for Australia remain negative. And for China, it turned negative because of the deepening real estate crisis despite tens of billions of dollars in stimulus. That is weighing heavily on the dragon country's economy. For the Americas, the outlook for the United States, Canada and Argentina was downgraded. For the US economy, expectations are for a soft landing. The economic activity expectations in Canada and Argentina were cut, while Brazil's prospects improved. On the other side of the Atlantic, the negative outlook seems to be widespread. The UK and other European economies are predicted to just about avoid a recession at best. The outlook for African economies was not very different. They were expected to underperform. For latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.